What is up, everybody? It's Hypocrisy here today. So we're gonna talk about EA. This company loves to stay in controversy, it seems. So apparently, EA was following the whole trend where a woman is a 10. A woman will be a 10 if she don't have these certain characteristics or traits that make her not a 10. So like 10 is perfection, but her, like, I guess her rating gets lower. So if she has like whatever random traits, like if she likes to eat pineapple on pizza, or like snore, or watch a certain TV show, her rating gets lowered or whatever. So EA tried to follow the trend, and it failed miserably because EA states that they're a 10, but they only like playing single player games. And most people are like, hey, that doesn't make any sense. I guess I want to play a single player game. Why would that make their rating be lowered? If anything, it's like the statement didn't really make any sense. So they get a lot of backlash over. It's pretty much what's going on with why they're trending or in controversy once again. Because EA loves controversy. The last bit of controversy they were in was saying that Battlefield 2042 failed because of Halo Infinite. They were blaming Halo Infinite for their game failing, for Battlefield failing. So now they're in the news again, or in some type of hot water controversy again. So people have been replying with, that's why they're a 10, saying it's pretty much a good thing that they enjoy single player games. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, so I don't know why that would even be stated. Understandably, you are unfamiliar with the concept of 10s, and that EA is not really familiar with that territory, I guess. But EA does have a lot of games in their catalog, so I mean, it's not. I don't know. We should be that harsh on EA because they do have some good games in their catalog. But that EA has been around for a long time, so it's kind of because they've been around for that long. They should have some good games. But yeah, it's just this statement they made just makes no sense. Delete this and then reboot Anthem. It's a single player RPG. Facepalm. Ah, yes, EA, the foremost expert on 10s. This is the average Metacritic score of the past few EA games, and it's like you get a 54 for Anthem, a 68 for Battlefield 2042, a 68 for Madden NFL 22, and a 68 for Star Wars Battlefront 2. So yeah, that games haven't been scoring too highly, but I think the most recent Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order did pretty well in reviews, but their games aren't doing too well. So so just the statement EA made is kind of crazy. They're at 10, but they blame Battlefield 2042's launch on Halo Infinite. Yeah, that was a wild time on any game in history. Well, I've never seen that before, where a studio will legit blame their company's downfall on another game that launched. Like, you're just completely just taking all responsibility on yourself and just saying it because of what somebody else did. So that's why your game failed. So yeah, they took a big L for that, and it's like they're taking another L today because the statement just makes no sense. Countdown to an apology tweet. Okay, so apparently they apologize for making this stupid tweet. They say roast is well deserved. We'll take this L because playing single player games actually makes them 11. So they have to backtrack on their original statement and make this new statement. Okay. They're at 10, but they think EA is a good company. So people pretty much just roasted EA in the comment section. Is what I'm getting from this post right here. EA, as they're shooting single player games, and EA, while they're got done shooting single player games, says, why don't people like surprise mechanic? Okay. Of course, you don't want someone that likes single player games. Too little monetization. They should really bring a dislike tweets feature. What is wrong with only single player games? The best time to delete this tweet was immediately after sending it. The second best time is now. And this person says, ew, I stepped in crap, and as he look at his shoes, you see it is EA. That's pretty creative right there. Low intelligence specimen, referring to EA. From the publisher that brought you the hit multiplayer game Anthem. They're a 10, but I see a stack of all EA FIFA games apparently, and this person leaves immediately. They're a 10, but they don't like playing single player games. Good for them. They're still a 10. Yeah, so EA did not get a lot of good reception from this post right here, which is rightfully so. I don't think any other gaming, I don't think any other gaming account made tried to follow this trend either, to be honest. So I don't know why they wanted to be the first ones to follow it, because it's like now they see that they got roasted for doing so. Dude, bravo to the social media manager who is just playing up the villain role we have all assigned to EA at some point in our lives. Yeah. OMG, I finally understood the joke EA was trying to make. They only play single player games, as in they will not play games with you, which makes them less fun to date. It wasn't a weird dunk on single player games. I think EA has a public humiliation fetish or something, because posting an L like this, folks. Yeah. They're a 10, but their soulless pursuit of a monetary gain has crushed all life and quality out of their games, and their behavior has made them the laughstock of the video game industry. Yeah. This is not looking good for EA. Haven't commented on this dumbass yet because it seems too stupid to not be a purposeful marketing employee for any kind of attention, even negative. Yeah, why would they want more negative attention though? Like, I heard the good publicity, internal publicity is good publicity, but really, they've just been roasted for each time you mention EA. It's always usually like with a roast behind it whenever they're trending. So I don't know why they just keep doing stupid decisions like this. It just doesn't make sense at this point. He says, but I wouldn't put it past EA to actually be this effing tone deaf. So who knows? Either way, it's still EA being EA. Dumb as hell. Yeah. Says the company whose most profitable franchise are The Sims, Star Wars, Jedi, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age, whose multiplayer games are usually hot garbage. Especially as of recently, I don't think they're a sports game. Well, they do. Well, yeah, I guess sport games do sell really well, but. Well, yeah, the multiplayer. I don't know. Yeah, the statement just doesn't make any sense. Because they make a lot of single player games, but it's like they want to trash single player games, though. It doesn't make any sense. The audacity of tweeting this as they tried to force BioWare to make Dragon Age Shred with multiplayer. They're a 10, but they killed more game studios than the 83 crash. The same company that shut down studios and laid off hundreds of developers who've made some of the best single-player experiences, and now using their legacy titles for remasters and remakes like Mass Effect / Dead Space, etc. Self-awareness, oof. Yeah. Never bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah. Like why are you trashing single-player games now? Doesn't make any sense. I love how EA have brought us all together with their stupid tweet, so let's keep it going. Thanks a lot for killing Dead Space. Yeah, a beloved single-player franchise. They kind of tainted with the whole multiplayer aspect of it, so yeah. Correct other people in my games. No thank you, go away, let me enjoy my button pressing in peace. While this was a joke, it really does feel like a mass slipping moment. From an out-of-touch company who can barely hide their contempt for consumers, they can only charge once for content. Yeah. EA was definitely one of the main components, one of the main studios who was definitely with the whole monetizing like DLC, multiplayer content, like the different loot boxes and stuff like that. So yeah, you kind of see why they kind of make this tweet about single-player games, because you can mainly only sell like a single-player game once, and I guess that's it. Mainly people going to buy the stuff unless you sell like cosmetic DLC or story DLC, so I guess they really butthurt they can't make more money off that than as they would as they would a multiplayer game. So they're a 10, but they decide to make their games worse, disregard the community's opinions, implement tons of microtransactions, have terrible service. Yes, people are pretty much just roasting EA at this point, which rightfully deserved, because why make a statement like this? It just makes no sense. Trashing single-player games, it just makes no sense. So yeah, they are definitely tone deaf, as somebody stated before in this thread right here. They are definitely not reading the room right now, because that's why they had to make that apology statement, or that follow-up statement saying that, hey, our post was stupid, pretty much. But yeah, it's like they keep embarrassing themselves. They keep just embarrassing themselves on social media. It just like shows you they're just out of touch at this point. So yeah, I'm gonna conclude right here. Don't want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.